Hey guys, welcome, and let's talk about a silent killer: high blood pressure. You might not even know you have it, but it's lurking, putting stress on your heart, your arteries, your entire body. We're talking about strokes, heart attacks, kidney disease, serious stuff. But here's the good news: you can take control. In this video, we're diving deep into the world of natural ways to lower your blood pressure, specifically focusing on the impact of sugar on your body. We're going to break down the science, give you actionable steps, and empower you to take charge of your health. Before we jump in, just a quick reminder that this video is for educational purposes only and is not intended as a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult with your doctor about your individual health needs. All right, let's talk about sugar. We all love a little sweetness in our lives, right? But here's the thing. Excess sugar doesn't just add inches to your waistline, it directly impacts your blood pressure. Think about it like this. When you eat sugary foods, your body breaks them down into glucose. Now, your body needs some glucose for energy, but when you overload it with sugar, it gets stored as fat, especially around your midsection. This visceral fat isn't just sitting there innocently. It actually releases hormones and chemicals that can raise your blood pressure and damage your blood vessels. In fact, a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who consumed sugary drinks regularly had a significantly higher risk of developing high blood pressure compared to those who limited their intake. And it's not just sugary drinks. We're talking about processed foods, baked goods, even seemingly healthy things like flavored yogurts. They're often loaded with hidden sugars. So by cutting back on sugar, you're not just doing your waistline a favor, you're taking a huge step towards lowering your blood pressure and protecting your heart. Now, let's dive a bit deeper into the science of how sugar messes with your blood pressure by talking about insulin resistance. Insulin is like a key that unlocks your cells to let glucose in for energy. But when you're constantly bombarding your body with sugar, your cells get overloaded and start ignoring insulin. This is insulin resistance. Think of it like knocking on a door repeatedly. Eventually, the person inside just stops answering. That's what happens to your cells. When your cells become resistant to insulin, glucose can't get in as easily, leading to high blood sugar levels. This forces your pancreas to produce even more insulin, trying to get those cells to respond. Over time, this constant overproduction of insulin can damage your blood vessels, increase your blood volume, and make your heart work harder. All recipes for high blood pressure. A study published in the journal Diabetes Care found that people with insulin resistance were twice as likely to develop high blood pressure as those without. We've talked about how sugar impacts your weight and messes with your insulin, but it doesn't stop there. Let's talk about its impact on your heart. You see, when you consume too much sugar, it triggers a cascade of negative effects in your body, ultimately increasing your risk of heart disease. Remember how we talked about sugar contributing to weight gain and insulin resistance? Well, these are major risk factors for heart disease. But sugar also increases your triglycerides, which are a type of fat found in your blood. High triglycerides contribute to the hardening of your arteries, setting the stage for heart attacks and strokes. Now let's talk about inflammation. You might think of inflammation as something that happens when you get a cut or sprain your ankle, but did you know that chronic, low-grade inflammation is silently wreaking havoc inside your body? And guess what's a major culprit? You got it, sugar. When you eat sugar, your body releases inflammatory messengers called cytokines. These cytokines are like little troublemakers that can damage your blood vessels, making them stiff and narrow, leading to, you guessed it, high blood pressure. Think of it like this. Imagine your blood vessels are like straws. Inflammation makes those straws narrower, making it harder for blood to flow through, which increases pressure. A study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that people who consumed high amounts of added sugar had higher levels of inflammatory markers in their blood, even if they weren't overweight. This means that even if you're not struggling with your weight, that sugar is still doing damage on the inside. Now let's shift gears and talk about something you might not immediately connect with sugar: sodium, or what we commonly call salt. Just like sugar, too much salt can be bad for your health, particularly when it comes to blood pressure. High sodium intake can cause your body to retain water, which increases the volume of blood in your vessels, leading to higher blood pressure. It's like adding more water to an already full balloon. Eventually, something's got to give. But here's the good news. You can help manage your blood pressure by not only reducing your sodium intake, but also by increasing your intake of potassium-rich foods. Potassium is a mineral that helps balance the amount of sodium in your cells and eases tension in your blood vessel walls. Foods high in potassium include bananas, oranges, and spinach, delicious and nutritious options that can make a big difference. A diet rich in potassium has been shown to lower blood pressure levels, even in people who have hypertension. So by cutting back on salty snacks and processed foods and opting for fresh fruits and vegetables, you're not just making a healthier choice, you're actively working to improve your blood pressure and overall health. Remember, small changes can lead to big results. Reducing salt and enjoying more potassium-rich foods is a simple yet powerful way to take control of your health. This next topic is a bit sensitive, but it's important to talk about. Let's talk about the importance of reducing sugar intake and maintaining a healthy sodium-potassium balance. You might think sugar and blood pressure are unrelated, but trust me, they're closely connected. High sugar intake can lead to serious health problems, including heart disease and high blood pressure. Remember how we talked about sugar damaging your blood vessels? The same damage happens in the delicate blood vessels throughout your body. These include those in your eyes, kidneys, and in your sexual organs. Over time, high blood sugar can damage these blood vessels, leading to various health issues, including chronic kidney disease, blindness, and erectile dysfunction. Studies have shown a strong link between high sugar intake and increased health risks. By reducing sugar and maintaining a healthy sodium-potassium balance, you can start your journey towards better health. Make these dietary changes today and take the first step towards a healthier life. So there you have it. The undeniable link between sugar and high blood pressure. We've covered a lot of ground today, from how sugar impacts your weight to its role in inflammation and even men's health. The good news is that you have the power to make a change. By reducing your sugar intake, you're not just lowering your blood pressure, you're making a commitment to a healthier, more vibrant you. If you found this video helpful, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel for more evidence-based health information. And don't forget to check out the video popping up on your screen right now, where I dive deeper into other practical tips for kicking your unhealthy diet for good. Take care and stay healthy.